Hey, what's up, y'all? So it is time to update my college football top 25 going into week 12. So week 12, we just got this week and next week of the regular season. So anyway, so I will start with last week's poll. So let's see. Number 125, we had Florida State. 24 Texas, 23 Notre Dame, 22 UCF, 21 Liberty, 20 Coastal Carolina, 19 Illinois, 18 Washington, 17 Tulane, 16 NC State, 15 Penn State, 14 Utah, 13 Alabama, 12 North Carolina, 11 Clemson, 10 USC, 9 UCLA, 8 Ole Miss, 7 LSU, 6 Tennessee, 5 Oregon, 4 TCU, 3 Ohio State, 2 Michigan, and 1 Georgia. So anyway, so now let's talk about teams that I threw out. Of course, I did have Liberty at 21. I threw them out after they lost to UConn. I mean, that's just inexcusable. You know, the week after beating Arkansas. So, but anyway, so and then okay, right, and I also threw out Illinois after they lost to Purdue. Let's see, those all throwaways. Oh yeah, and NC State. That's right. I did throw out NC State after they lost to Boston College. Yes, after they lost to Boston College, the worst team in the ACC. That was just unacceptable. So I had to throw them out too. So, anyways, now let's put up 25 through 17. So here we go. At number 125, yes, new to the poll, I have Cincinnati. So yeah, I mean, you know, couldn't find too many more teams here. You know, I was looking for 3-loss Power Fives. So I did decide to go ahead and put another Group of 5 team in, Cincinnati at number 25. So let's see, number 124. I did have Oklahoma State. They're 7-3, right? And first of all, Cincinnati. Let's talk about who these teams lost to. Yes, Cincinnati is 8-2. Their losses to Arkansas and UCF. So let's see, number 124. We got Oklahoma State. They're 7-3. They had losses to who did they lose to? Let's see. I know they lost to Kansas State, and TCU, right? And then number 23, we have Oregon State. They are 7-3 as well. They just have losses to USC, Utah, and Washington. So we thought that Oklahoma State and Oregon State were both pretty close. So I did put them next to each other. So And then let's see, at number 22 we have Kansas State, right? And their only losses are they lost TCU, they lost Texas, and who's that third loss? Yeah, TCU, Texas, and no, I can't. No, I can't remember, but whatever. So yeah, maybe Kansas State lose too? Is it non-conference game, perhaps? Oh yeah, it was Tulane. That's right, Tulane. That's right. Right now, Kansas State right now is the front runner to. Yeah, they're the favorite right now to face TCU in the Big 12 championship. So only have two Big 12 losses. So let's see. Now, speaking of Tulane, I do have Tulane number 21. Yes, I had to rank Tulane ahead of Kansas State because they beat Kansas State. You can't forget that. You know, they did lose to a UCF. No, wait. Yeah, they did lose to UCF. That's right. And they also have a loss to Southern Miss. So let's see. And then yeah, maybe I should say what each team did most recently. Well, I can't remember who Cincinnati played last week. I know that Oklahoma State beat Iowa State, and Oregon State beat Cal, right? Kansas State just curb stomped Baylor. So right, Tulane lost to UCF. Now we're at number 20. Florida State. Right, I did have them at number 25 last week, so I moved them all the way up to number 20. And yeah, who was it that they beat? I think it was Syracuse. No. Yeah, I think it was Syracuse. Yeah. Let's see, and then they only have their losses. Who did they lose? They lost to Clemson. They lost to Boston College. Yeah, most recently. No, wait, that was NC State. Never mind. Florida State has lost to Clemson. They lost to Clemson. I can't remember who all they lost to, but yeah. Let's see. So anyway, I can move on to number 19, Notre Dame. Moved them up from 23 to 19. I know they barely beat Navy, but a bunch of teams in front of them fell. And I mean, unlike Florida State, Notre Dame does have the win over Clemson. So let's see. Anyway, so I mean their wins. I mean Notre Dame's wins against Clemson and North Carolina are really helping their resume. But I mean they also have losses to Marshall and Stanford too, right, as well as Ohio State. So let's see. Anyways, how about number 18? We have UCF, where they're just coming off a win over Tulane. Right, they did right. Okay, right. So they are were they 8-2 now, so they just have those losses to Louisville and East Carolina. So let's see now about 17. Coastal Carolina. Now here's a team that gets no respect. Yes, no respect at all from the playoff committee. Yeah, the committee doesn't even have them ranked, even though they only have one loss. Yes, they are 9-1. They just have a loss to who do they lose to? Who did they lose to? Was it yeah, I think it was what I think it was gee, who was Coastal Carolina's lost to? Uh hmm. Hmm. Uh oh, no, I can't. No, I can't remember who they lost to, but yeah, the point is that they only have one loss. They're 9-1. They're still unranked in the college football playoff rankings. However, they are ranked in the AP. I don't want to start. Okay, yeah, I think I remember now. Was it who was it? Was it Old Dominion? Okay, all right, whatever. I forgot who they lost to, but anyway, I do have them as my highest ranked group of 5 teams. They're the only group of 5 with one loss. So but anyway, so I think that Coastal Carolina is really getting screwed by the committee. But so anyways, how about we move on to 16-9. Okay, so we got UCLA. They are 8-2. They just have the losses to Washington and of course they just lost to Arizona. So that's why I had to drop them down from 9. Yes, they fell 7 spots from 9 all the way down to 16. So anyway, let's see here. Number at number 15 we have Oregon. Now Oregon beat UCLA, so they still need to be ranked ahead of UCLA. Of course, Oregon State is. Oregon is. What are they now? They 8-2 now. Of course they did just lose to Washington, and their other loss, of course, was to my Georgia Bulldogs in week 1. So, but anyway, so now because they lost to Washington, Oregon is now eliminated from the playoffs. Well, and UCLA is too, so because they lost to Arizona. Anyway, and then I have Washington at number 14. Washington just beat Oregon. That's why I had to have them ahead of Oregon at 14. In fact, I think I moved them up 4 spots from 18 to 14. So, and then of course, Washington also happens to have the FBS leading passer in Michael Penix Jr. So Let's see. So now, what about number 13? Of course, do have Ole Miss. So now I dropped them down from where were they? Yeah, from number 8 to number 13. So that's 5 places after a 6-point loss to Alabama. Of course, they do also have a blowout loss to LSU as well. So right now they sit at 8-2. Let's see. Number 12 is Penn State. They're also 8-2. They just have losses to Ohio State and Michigan. So they've lost to the teams that they were supposed to, and they've beaten the teams that they were supposed to. So, and then at number 11, I have Utah. Yes, I have Utah. Of course, they are 8-2. They do have the losses to Florida and UCLA. So, but I mean, they didn't lose this week, unlike Oregon or UCLA. Utah actually won their game. They absolutely obliterated Arizona State. So, but let's see. And then at number 10, we've got Alabama. They're at 8-2, losses to Tennessee and LSU. Right, so they lost by three to Tennessee, and they lost by 1 point to LSU in overtime. So, well, let's see. I know that Alabama has really fallen off this year. It's not just the close losses on the road. Of course, you had just been struggling all year. You need to have a lot of close games. So just not the dominant Alabama team that we're used to seeing. But I do have them back in my top 10 because USC and UCLA lost. So, but anyway, so now we can move on to teams that actually still have a shot at the college football playoff. Yes, so my top 9 all have a chance of making it into the top 4 for the college football playoff. So let's see. At number 9, I have North Carolina. Maybe the most underrated team in North Carolina. I do have them ranked much higher than the AP poll or the playoff committee rankings. So, and also, the most underrated quarterback and statistically the best quarterback in Drake May. I mean, he's got more yards and more touchdowns than C.J. Stroud or Hendon Hooker or Bryce Young. So, but anyway, but he is getting no respect in the Heisman voting. So, I mean, if North Carolina wins out, I think he should win the Heisman. But so anyway, so now I need to get into the Elite 8. So here we go. So at number 8, we do have Clemson. They're it was North Carolina. Yeah, I forgot to say. Yeah, yeah, what North Carolina's record is. Yeah, they're 9-1. I think their only loss was to Notre Dame. So yeah, and North Carolina and Clemson are already a lock to play in the ACC championship. So ACC championship, right? Of course, Clemson is 9-1. They just have the one loss to Notre Dame. So anyway, let's see. At number 7, we have USC. Now I think I did move them up from from 10 to 7, right? Again, because the teams that lost in front of them. So yeah, so they are 9-1, with their only loss being to Utah. So let's see, and then at number 6, we have LSU. They're sitting there at 8-2, of losses to well, of course they did have the loss to Tennessee. They got crushed at home by Tennessee. And they also had the 1-point loss to Florida State in week 1 when they missed an extra point. But they've come a long way since then. Of course, they do have the win against the wins against Alabama and Ole Miss. So, but anyway, which propelled them up up into the top 10, or all the way up to this number 6 spot. So, but anyway, they are already set to play Georgia in the SEC championship. So let's see, and then at number 5, I do have Tennessee. Of course, they are 9-1, with their only loss being to Georgia. Yes, and they do have the best offense in the country statistically. I think in like points per game and yards per game. But anyway, so and of course they just hung 66 on Mizzou. So of course they do have the one loss to Georgia. Yeah, in which their offense, as elite as it is, still got shut down by Georgia's defense. So anyway, so now let's move on to the top 4. Let's see, we got number 4. We got TCU. Yes, all of my top 4 teams are all undefeated. Yeah, TCU is 10-0. Of course, they did just beat who did they just beat? Texas. So that was probably their last chance to lose a game in the regular season. So looks like they are going to be undefeated going into that Big 12 title game to play. Again, there to play TBD. So let's see. And now at 2 and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 Georgia, 2 Ohio State, 3 Michigan. Let's see. So I did decide to go ahead and move Ohio State up above Michigan, because I do feel like Ohio State has bounced back after their struggle win against Northwestern. I mean, they just absolutely obliterated Indiana, and it was in bad weather too. So I did move Ohio State back ahead of Michigan. So then, of course, at number 1, I do have Georgia. We're also 10-0, and of course we do have our big wins against Tennessee and Oregon. Although that win against Oregon is not looking as good. So anyway, so yeah, we are going to play Georgia in the, excuse me, we are going to play LSU in the SEC championship. So, anyway, so let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.